All right, guys, let me get the thumbnail changed right quick. Oh my goodness. Whoops. That's what that noise was. I was trying to figure out what that noise was. It was coming from my laptop. Okay, now let's see. Now, good morning, Dee Dee. I got to type out my message. How are you? All right, I think I got it. I think my arm got under the camera right there. Sorry. All right, always takes me a minute to kind of get set up once the stream starts. So how you doing, Dee Dee? All right, good. I'm still waiting for an inspection that was supposed to happen last week, but has not happened yet. I may get a knock at the door. Hey, good morning, Sherry. I decided the best way to start a live stream probably is just to show the cover of the book. And that way that takes care of any issues of giving anybody credit and that kind of thing. If I just show the book itself. And now, if anybody actually is real worried about it, they can scroll back to the beginning of the video and see what book it was. Now, today, as you can probably tell by the title, we're going to mix brands of pencils. I have this set of pencils that Sherry sent me. And in this picture, if we look over on the side here, we've got like a cast iron light post. And then we've got like a brass candle holder, candlestick. And then there's some brass on the clock here also. So let's do these using these metallic pencils. But before we do that, I want to do this. We're going to use this set of Prismacolor, and this is a portrait set, 24 count portrait, and I want to do her face, her skin, with these pencils. So we're going to do that first. We're going to do that part first. I've never done skin before, but we're just going to use some of these lighter colors. I looked in this earlier, and the lower one, these are all dark, and we know that Belle is a white girl, so we're going to have to go with a lighter complexion. So let's see, I have no clue really what color to use. I just want to go with something very, very light. This is a beige. I've never even used this. I bought this set of pencils a couple of months ago when I bought some open stock Prismacolor pencils. I bought that little set right there, but I haven't used it yet. I have all those same colors. I'm pretty sure I probably have those same colors in the 150 pencil set. I'm not sure though. I didn't look, but I don't really know. All right, let's zoom in a little bit before we get too far into this. Yeah, we'll zoom in kind of like that. We're going to try to do her face. I think maybe I'll do her arm first. There's a little section of her arm. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that or not. Let's see. Let's just look at this piece, part of her arm right here. And then we may go over the top of this, kind of touch it up a little bit with maybe some pink, light pink or something. We'll look and see. I may just go with the one color and just say that's going to be good enough for the first. Whoops. Now see, on my camera phone, she's perfectly on camera, but on my laptop, nope, I gotta adjust it. I don't know why it's like that. But I'm just going very, very lightly with this color because I don't really know what it's going to do. I'm actually having a little bit of a vision problem today. My vision's a little bit blurry, actually. That actually doesn't look bad right there. All right, let's see. I have avoided people having to color people since the beginning, but she looks okay. We're going to throw a little bit of pink on there. I want to decide which pink I want, though. What is this? This is a pink rose and a blush pink. So let's do a blush pink. Let's look at blush pink because I was just going to suggest we give her a little bit of blush. I'm not sure we can do eyeshadow. There's not much space for it. Now let's see what we can do. This is a blush pink Prismacolor. I don't even know if we can get the suggestion of a little bit of blush on there. Not that she would be wearing makeup necessarily. I don't know if you guys can see that. Well, thank you, Dee Dee. I don't know if you. I don't think that blush on her cheek is showing up very good. It does a little bit on my camera phone, and it does in person. I can see little rosy cheeks. Yeah, I kind of figured on camera there. I know on my laptop I really can't see it, but I don't want to make it any darker. It's not going to look right. In person, you can see it a little bit there. Now, so there's that. Now I want to go with a little bit darker color. And I may have to go back on. No, those are just too dark. I don't want to go that dark. Maybe we can go with this right here. This is a goldenrod. So So we're going to use a little bit of goldenrod, and we're going to use that for some contour. See, I've learned all this stuff about makeup from watching YouTube videos. So we're going to put just a little bit of contour on her right here. Not a lot. It's probably not even really going to be that noticeable. It really is not supposed to be real noticeable anyway. Right on the jawline. All right. Now, none of that stuff I'm sure is visible on camera very much, but let's see, I'm going to give her a little bit of contour maybe on her front part of her arm. Just make it a little bit darker so it shows that it's a little bit in shadow. But not too much. That's probably better. Okay, I think that takes care of her. I don't know what else I could do. If I could just get her to have maybe a blue eyeball, suggestion of blue. I don't know if that looks to you guys like she has a blue eye. Not a black eye, a blue eye. And then maybe just a touch above the eye. There we go. All right. Okay, well, I think she looks better having a colored eyeball. I could have went with brown, but I like the blue because it matches his jacket. So, all right. So now we're through with her. I think she looks pretty good. So we can actually go. Let's see. Let's zoom back out. I always have to stand up here so I can zoom out. Now we can put these up. Now I'm going to get out the metallic. And we'll see what we've got here. This side I had opened before, I think. I'm trying to figure out which side is there. I did not want to cause those to spill out. Now, let's look and see what we have here, color-wise. Now, one thing I don't see that I was thinking I might see, and I might find it in my own, in these Kalour pencils. Because I'm not seeing like a gold, metallic gold. But I do have a metallic gold in the Kalour. So I may be able to use some of, maybe some of these grays down here on the end. Now this is interesting. Does this have a color on the backside? Oh yeah, Jet Set. Okay. I thought it was interesting because it says metallic colored pencil. And I already knew that's what it was, but the name is on the backside. So I may be using those two for the lamp post and see what we can do. But let's see if we can't do something with the candlestick and the clock. So let me zoom back in. Now see, I see some shadow back here. So I may just have to move this light around because this light will change where the shadows fall. I'm just trying to keep the light itself, the fixture, out of the camera view. Now we're going to be working on this area right here for now. And I don't have anything above that I'm going to be doing at the moment anyway. So let's leave this sit like this. Now, I'm going to have to zoom back out because that does not work. The picture with my camera phone and the picture on the laptop is way different. So it's always a little more difficult for me to get zoomed in. Sorry guys, I just have to play around with the camera until I get it set where I want it. And looking at the camera doesn't do me any good. I actually have to just watch the laptop and see how things move. All right, that'll be okay right there. Can you guys see the entire clock, the base of the clock? Can you guys see this part down here? Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to getting that. Now, did you hear what I said the other day about bookmarking a page for me to do? Well, I am not sure how this is going to work out. Ah, okay. Well, I want to see what this metallic gold color is going to look like. So maybe I'll do the arm right here, let's just start with this arm. We have to start someplace. Now that's not as yellow as I had hoped, but it is a little bit shadowy. So I don't know, maybe it'll work. Let me see what this color does. Now this is not a metallic color, but I do need a little bit of highlight color in here too. Yeah, I'm sure picking a picture is not going to be a problem. I was just going to let you pick the first one since you were blessing me. Now let me see. I need a brighter yellow. I don't have anything metallic that's bright. I can use this. A creamy yellow. This might work. I really want to get in some type of highlight in here. Now, one thing about it, we can use mixed brands of pencils and nobody's ever going to know. Well, I will pick a book. I'll just have to start looking through and see what jumps off the page at me. Now, unfortunately, guys, I do not have multiple colors of like yellows in the metallic. So it's like, what else do I have here? Here's another metallic green gold. Here's a metallic pale gold. Maybe I can try that one also. Green gold. Do we want to try some green gold? Maybe. Let's set these two yellows right here so I know where they're at. And I need more metallic pencil on this candlestick. Not just, okay, we're going to try green gold and see how we're going to use that on our candlestick here. Now, a pale gold looks like it's a lot different. Let's see. We're just going to try on the other arm. I'm not going to get in a big hurry to put color down. I want to make sure it's all going to work out. Because I don't know what colors these are going to be, actually. Now I can tell that's more of a gold color. Now I'm going to put some green gold right next to it. I did not swatch these. I probably should have. That looks all pretty similar to me. I still don't really have like a good highlight color, although this is a little bit lighter than the pale gold and the green gold, but it's still not looking like it's a yellow gold, yellowish gold. Let me see here what I can do. I probably can't do much. It's supposed to have like a metallic look to it, be somewhat shiny. Well, I can tell the green gold did blend well with the pale gold. I got to turn my fan on, guys. Now, I am hoping I can go buy a new TV this weekend. It's a birthday present to myself. Oh, my birthday is on Tuesday. So my Monday night midnight live stream will be my official birthday live stream. And I'm buying myself a 75-inch TV for my living room. Yeah, it should be nice. When I do my PlayStation live streams, I have to roll my TV across the room so I can see it because I can't read the menus. Hopefully, with this TV, my new one, I won't have to do that. The only reason I have to buy a new TV is because both of my TVs, when I moved, they both somehow got messed up. Neither one of them work anymore. The screens got messed up. Both of them. Oh, your son has a birthday on the 5th. Okay, mine's the 6th, and my son-in-law Stephen, his is on the 7th. His is the day after mine. Well, happy birthday to your son on the 5th. Oh, on the 16th, okay. I think I'm going to buy my son-in-law some LED headlights for his truck. I know he's been wanting some LED headlights for his truck, so. Well, that's a pretty good gap without birthdays. I'm just hoping that Steven's headlights will work better than Casey's drone, the drone I bought her for her birthday, because it doesn't work very good. Hey, good morning, Thomas. How are you? Well, I'm just working on this candlestick right now. We did Belle's face there a while ago. So I'm just working on the old candlestick right here. Yeah, I think that's looking okay. Now, sooner or later, I'm going to have to start thinking about how I'm going to do the floor and this wall that runs around the edge. I think that's going to be very difficult. How's that looking on camera, guys? Can you even see it? Turn my camera down just a little bit. Are those colors showing up on camera okay, guys? Okay. I wasn't sure. It could, some of this, my visual problems could just be glare that's on like on my laptop and stuff. So much glare. Let's see here. Okay, Dee Dee. I wasn't real sure. It's really hard for me to see, especially like, because I'm looking at the paper. I see the colors in real time right here. And then when I look at my laptop screen, it's just hard to tell. I don't see it the same way. All right, let's see. Well, I don't think this guy's going to end up looking the way I was wanting him to, but I need to add just a little bit of color back up here. Okay, like that. That's still not that much, but throw just a little more color. Okay, that's better. I might have to turn my air conditioner on. It's getting humid. Okay. Now, I don't know that we're actually getting a metallic finish on this. It doesn't really look like it. I don't really see like it's like real shiny looking. I don't see that, so now it's just a matter of doing one section at a time. try to figure out a little bit of shadow. And we can come back and add a little more if we need to, or if we want to. Now I can see that this part back here is in shadow. But really, because of how the arm is right here, it's just casting a shadow right straight down. Now, I don't think there's a lot of difference that we can actually see a lot of difference between these different colors as far as blending goes. They almost look like they're exact same color, but they're not. One's a gold and one's a green gold. I can see a little difference, but it is kind of hard. Well, this is not at all turning out to be the yellowy gold that I was thinking. Now, I am still trying to follow the picture just a little bit, guys, as far as like the light and stuff like that, the light source, the shadows. Not a whole lot on the color because this candlestick is not the right color, but that's okay. I decided to kind of go back over the top of the whole thing with a little bit of yellow because I don't have that shiny metallic look that I thought I would have anyway. So that just kind of yellow it down a little bit. Now, you guys might hear the garbage truck outside my window. But that's not the TV. That's on. That's outside. Now this thing certainly is not turning out as gold as I was hoping. Let me see. They must have had a full dumpster out there as long as it's taken them to dump it. let's see. I am just making this stuff up as I go along, guys. All right, can you guys still hear me? Okay. Okay, I wasn't sure. Okay, Sherry, good. I'm glad you can still hear me. Thank you, Dee Dee. I think it's coming out okay. I like this green gold color. I'm not sure why there is a green gold, but I do like the color. I do like it. That green gold is a nice color. Thomas, I think I have seen a YouTube video about that game, and I don't know that it's a game I could actually play, but I did like the video that I saw of that game. It looked fun. I can't play games like that. It makes my hands hurt too much. But I have seen videos of that game, and it did look fun. Okay, I think we have a completed candlestick. Now, I'm going to have to try to figure something else out because let's look at the clock. The clock has a gold pendulum, but we're not really getting gold like what I want. So I'm going to do something a little bit different. Let's see what we can do with the this clock. I actually was watching a little bit of video on that game Oblivion Remastered yesterday. Yeah, it looked pretty cool too. Those are all games I can't play though, so. All right, now we've got gold down here in this clock too, guys. We're gonna have to use some gold, but this is light orange yellow. I did not have the colors I was hoping for in the metallic pencil set, and that's okay. We'll use them for something else. I'm going to try to use a couple of them on this lamppost. Let's see if I can get a little bit of a more of a yellow gold over here on the clock. Now maybe I can use some of this and tone this down a little bit. We still end up with kind of a green tone. I don't know why. This is a metallic gold, but it's not as bad though because I put it on top of that yellow. Very lightly too, very, very lightly. And then we've got some gold right here too. Or so this is probably brass, but we're gonna use a gold color. Be like about like that maybe. Let's see, maybe a little bit of this canary yellow on top. Maybe that'll brighten it just a little bit. Let's see if we can put a little bit of canary yellow on top of this, brighten it just a little bit. Maybe something about like that. Now, these arms are also gold or brass. So we're gonna we'll fix those. Let's see. And I think I'm just going to color the whole thing with this base color. And then we'll come back in with some shading. I'd rather have it all kind of this brighter color first, and then we can tone it down some if we want to. It's a little too yellow right now, but that's okay. We'll tone that yellow down some. All right, now we'll add a little bit of shadows. Now, let me see here. I'm just trying to give it a little bit of a shading. Just in a couple of little spots right here. Oh, going to Medford. Okay. Awesome. So what, you're going to like a big shopping center, a mall in Medford? Or just they got some particular store you like to go to? Costco. Okay. Well, I no longer have a Costco membership. I used to. All right, now let me see. Let's do the same thing over here on this side. We'll cover the entire thing with this highlight color. And then we'll just come back in with some shading. Oh, yeah, I don't usually get samples when I go to places like that have samples. The only time I really like samples is like when I went to the grocery store and I could get like a sample of poke or raw fish. I always liked that. That was always good. Add just a little bit of shading in here, guys. Just a touch. All right, that's probably pretty good. How long does it take for you to get there? All right, now let's look at the clock face and the body of the clock. We do need to give him a tongue right here. Now, let's see. So we need some light up in here. A little bit of this yellow. Okay, now let's see. I need some of these browns. This clock is brown. $45-minute drive. Oh yeah, truck traffic. Do they have that? Do they have a truck lane crossing over that thing? I would think they do. Let's see. This is going to have some brown in here. Now I'm just using various shades of gray or brown here, guys, for this clock. Let me see here. Let me go with maybe something like this. Sharpen this pencil. Oh, I know. I used to drive tractor trailer, so I know what it's like to follow slower trucks. I never did enjoy following those slower trucks, but if you get caught outside of that truck lane, so I always just had to stay in line. Let's see, I probably need a little bit more of the brown in here. Maybe quite as yellow. Tone it down just a little bit. It's still wood after all. There, that's better. All right, now let's see what we can do with the outside of this clock. Well, we got the clock face yet. We need a real pale yellow for that. So we'll see what we can do here with this. It's probably not enough yellow. But maybe a good base. Okay. Let me look here for a second. I'm just trying to build this yellow up a little bit, guys. I'm not going to go a whole lot with it. But the clock does have a yellow face on it. And then it can have a little bit of shadow. Maybe a little bit of shadow over here. And this is just giving it a little bit of shading. Can always come back and touch it up with some more shading if we decide that's what it needs. It might be okay though. It might be okay. Bit of shadow right here. A little bit of shading right there. And that pretty well has the face of the clock is done. We'll take some white. We'll do the eyes with a little white. And then just a touch of shading right there like that. Just a touch of shading. Now, let's see what we can do with the outside of the clock. Okay, so maybe right here, we want this darkest color. Let's see here. That's how I am, Dee Dee. I want to go in and get out. I'll be right back, guys. I got to take a quick break. Okay, but you can now? I muted my microphone there for a second. Okay. Yeah, when I got up and left the table, I muted my microphone. I never tried that before. I wanted to see how it worked. So that works fine because, there's sometimes when I kind of feel okay, but I know I can't sit here and color for like an hour or anything like that. But I feel like I can sit here for like 10 or 15 minutes. And I've been thinking about like leaving the live stream running, but closing chat when I'm not sitting at the table. But I don't know if I'll do that or not. But that way I can work on stuff sometimes during the day when I actually, as I feel like sitting here, I can, but still be live streaming it. I don't know if I'll do that or not, but that's something I've been thinking about doing. No, no, what I'm talking about is like if I'm not going to if I'm not going to be sitting at the table, I can leave the live stream running. There's nothing happening, but I can leave the stream running, but close the chat. That way, anybody that looks at the channel, if the chat is closed, then that way they know I'm not sitting at the table. I haven't figured out how to make all that work yet. It's just stuff I'm thinking about because I've been wanting to do something like that for a long time. Really, I've been wanting to live stream like 24/7, but I can't really do that. That's not really practical. But I was thinking, because there are days when I really would, I do feel fairly decent and I can sit here for, a few minutes at a time. I can't stay here for an hour, but so I'm just thinking about different ways to be able to do the live stream. Because I like to document everything. And when I am sitting here at the table, I like to chat. That's why I'm doing this. I do this for the chat, not for the coloring. Now, let me see here. I think I want to use something like this. Maybe we can get a little bit of a contrast. Now we'll just go ahead. We're going to make these bands all look the same. Okay, Sherry, have a great trip. God bless you. Thanks for hanging out for a while today. And I am certainly excited and looking forward to receiving some books. All right, let's see here. I may not need that again. All right, let's see. Now we've got all right, let me see here. What do I want to do? Now let's see, these things right here, these look like they are golden. So I'm going to color these with the yellows. Like that. Like that. Like that, and then like this. Not like that. And now we're just going to finish coloring this clock. Actually, we need to go right back to those yellows for a second. Let me, because we got a little bit of yellow here. Looks like here, right there. About like that. Now we go back to the browns. All right, now we looks like we just have the front edge. Well, we got a little bit on the side right here to do. Let's get it. And then all we'll have left is the front face. All right, let's see. Okay, Dee Dee, thank you for hanging out. God bless you. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Actually, I might see you tonight. I plan on live streaming tonight. And I'm almost done with this for today too. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to get to finish this clock right here, I think, and then that's probably going to be it for me. Now we'll just kind of come across the front face of all this stuff now, guys. Thomas, are you still in chat? Okay, well, we're getting closer. All right, well, we're getting something done here. Now, if you happen to be watching and you're not in chat, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. It's always more fun to be on here when I got other people on here too. We're almost done for the day. I'm just going to get this, the rest of the clock face. See, I think I'll come in with this one first. It's a little bit lighter. We'll add a little bit of shading to it. Now, like I said, this is actually like the highlight color. And then we'll come in and we'll throw some shading on top of this. Now you may have noticed that all the rest of this clock I've done the dark parts first. But I wanted to get a little bit of the light done up in this area, and then we'll come back and we'll add some shadow color, some shading. For me, sometimes it's easier to start with the dark color. So I know where I want the shadows to be. And then other times I tend to, I will put down some of the highlight color first, just because I want to make sure it's down. Now, I'm not real sure. In the picture, I've got some lines that are just running like this. I'm just trying to somewhat create it, just recreate just a little bit, but not a lot. Let's see, where are we going to go? Where are we going? And I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I tell you all this all the time, and that's true. I just do it and I hope for the best. And I have been pleasantly surprised on a number of occasions. I can tell you that. All right, let's see here. We've got some of that. Bring some of this down this way. All right, I believe we have a finished clock. So I think that's where I'm going to wrap it up for today, guys. We've been streaming for almost 2.5 hours. We got a candlestick and we got a clock. And let's zoom out because I got Belle's face also. But as you can see, it does not look like the picture. But we are using it to help us a little bit as a gauge. Let's push. So we are coming along one piece at a time. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me for today. We're going to wrap it up right here. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it a lot. It's a lot more fun when I do this. If there's somebody around for me to talk to, I appreciate it a lot. I will catch you guys in the next one. Until then, God bless.